You signed a pre-construction deal in 2021, $800,000. Everyone said it was a smart move. Lock in the price and build equity before you even move in. Fast forward to today, the building is done, your closing date is here, and your appraisal, well, it just came back at $600,000. Your bank won't cover the gap, and right now, you're thinking about walking away. Because the buyers who walked away thinking it was simple, they didn't just lose $60,000 of their deposit, they lost $250,000, $300,000, and some even lost $450,000. And the lawsuits are already happening right now all across the GTA. So before you do anything, before you call your agent, before you call your family, before you even Google this, watch this video. Because what I'm about to show you took me years of sitting across buyers in this exact same situation to learn. And this could save your financial life. I'm Arain. I'm a Toronto real estate broker, and I work with buyers and sellers all across the GTA every single day. And what I'm about to walk you through isn't just theory. All right, let's jump right into it. Toronto condo prices, well, they're down close to 10 to 15% year over year. The average condo price is sitting in around $600,000. But buyers closing today, well, the ones that bought in 2021 and 2022 add to the peak. Well, some of them paid $750,000, $800,000, some even paid $900,000 for units that are worth significantly less today. Sales are down and inventory is piling up. Tens of thousands of unsold units all across the GTA. And I've seen it firsthand. And here's a number that should stop you cold. Nearly 28,000 buyers across the GTA are in serious financial distress right now. Not nervous, not uncertain, distress. They literally cannot close. They cannot bridge the gap between what they agreed to pay for and what the bank will lend them today. Some could say these aren't acts of recklessness by people. These are buyers who did exactly what they were told. Now, to be clear, not every pre-construction is in trouble. There are actually thousands of buyers closing successfully every single day. Some planned it well and some bought at the right projects. Some are even using today's softer market as an opportunity. But for anyone who's stretched during the peak years, especially the investors banking on appreciation, this is where the pressure is showing up hard. And they're all asking the same question: can I just walk away? Here's where people get this devastatingly wrong. They think walking away means losing their deposit, $50,000, $60,000, maybe $80,000. Painful, but survivable. But that's not what happens in Ontario. Here's why the law works this way, and most people don't understand this part. When you sign a pre-construction agreement in Ontario, you're entering into a binding contract of purchase and sale. This is not a reservation, it's not a deposit hold, it's actually a legal commitment until that unit closes. It's actually a legal commitment to buy that unit. The builder has what's called a duty to mitigate, meaning they're legally required to try to resell the unit at fair market value. But here's the critical part. Fair market value right now is whatever the market is willing to bear today, not what you paid in 2021, unfortunately. We're talking today's price. And that shortfall between your contract price and the resale price, well, unfortunately, under Ontario law, that is your liability. Not partially, but 100% fully. Courts have ruled on this repeatedly. The market going down is not a legal defense. Prices dropping is not a force of God's will. You own the outcome. And on top of losing your deposit, you owe the entire shortfall. Courts can also award legal fees, realtor commissions, and carrying costs while the unit sits unsold. That's potentially another $20,000 to $40,000 on top of what you owe. Then there's your credit. See, a judgment in Ontario can follow you for up to 6 or even 7 years. And after that, most lenders, well, unfortunately, they will not touch you. This is just not about your deposit. This is about your financial life for decades. Let me show you what this actually looks like in real life. A buyer forfeited a $60,000 deposit and then got hit with $190,000 in additional damages. Total loss, $250,000. Another buyer walked away and faced a $366,000 judgment, plus their deposit. That's close to $450,000 gone. These aren't edge cases by any means. Developers across the GTA are actively pursuing buyers right now. Once a judgment is in place, they move pretty fast. Wage garnishments, liens, collections, your options don't stay the same while you wait. They actually shrink. Every week you delay, you lose leverage. I want to give you a second situation right now because this one shows exactly what happens when someone waits way too long. A couple actually came to me in mid-2024. They bought a pre-construction unit in 2022 for $710,000. $100,000. By closing, it appraised at $530,000, a gap of $180,000. They didn't call anyone right away, but what they did, they spent 2 months going back and forth. Family told them to walk away. The original agent that sold them the unit, well, he stopped returning their calls. And they kept hoping the market would bounce back before their closing date. Well, you know what? It didn't. By the time they reached out to the lawyer, they already had missed out on their closing date. They were now officially in default. The builder who had been open to discuss an extension 3 months earlier was no longer interested in negotiating. They actually relisted the unit immediately. They ended up selling for $515,000. That couple lost their $65,000 deposit, while they face a $195,000 judgment on top of the $260,000. Gone. And what's the worst part about this? Well, 3 months earlier, before they missed that closing date, they had options. Real options. That window closed, and it closed fast. That's a story I want you to carry into what I'm going to show you next. Now let me show you the other side, what it looks like when someone actually calls early. A buyer reached out to me in early 2025, bought a pre-construction in 2021 for $780,000. At closing, the unit appraised at $595,000. That's a $185,000 gap. It's enormous. The bank wouldn't finance it. Everyone around him was telling him just to walk away and move on. And you know what? He almost did. But what he did was he called me first. We went over his contract, we looked it through, also with the lawyer. An assignment was absolutely permitted in the contract. We went to market very quickly, and within 6 weeks, we found a buyer willing to take over the contract at a discount. He took a $30,000 loss on the assignment. The alternative was a $300,000 judgment. He paid the $30,000 to make a $270,000 problem disappear. That one phone call has changed his financial future completely. Which brings me to 5 moves every buyer in this situation needs to know right now. Stay with me for this, especially for move number 4, because most buyers have never heard of it. And this is the one that actually saves my client. Move number 1, mutual termination. This is your cleanest exit. But timing is everything. You approach the builder with your lawyer, offer to forfeit part of your deposit. In exchange, they release you completely. No lawsuit, no judgment, no damage to your credit. The earlier you act, the more leverage you have. Move number 2, closing extension. If your issue is financing here, you may be able to buy some time. Most builders will offer a 30, 60, or even 90 days. Yes, there is a daily cost, roughly about $150 to maybe $400 per day. But let's compare that $20,000 extension fee versus a $250,000 lawsuit. It's not even close. Move number 3, unit swap. See, most developers will allow you to switch into smaller units at a lower price point. Easier financing, same contract, no default triggered. This one is not really advertised. You have to ask for it. And this one goes directly through your lawyer. Move number 4, assignment sale. This is one move that most buyers don't even know exists. If your contract allows it, you can sell your deal before even closing. Another buyer has to take over your contract. Yes, you may have to take a bit of a discount, but here's what it avoids. No lawsuit, no judgment, no long-term damage to your credit. You just saw what this assignment clause did for my client. A $30,000 loss versus a $300,000 judgment. One is a setback and the other one is a complete disaster. Move number 5, call your real estate lawyer today. Not next week, not after you miss the closing date, but today. One conversation with the right lawyer can show you exactly where you stand and which one of these 4 moves applies to your specific contract. One call today could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So let me be clear about who needs to take action right now. If you bought between 2020 and 2022, if your closing is in 2026 or 2027, and if your deposit is between $50,000 and $120,000, and especially if you bought as an investor, you are definitely at an elevated risk. And if you've already missed a closing date, well, you're already on the clock. Here's what I want you to take from this video. The buyers losing $300,000 and $400,000, they're not reckless people. They probably just didn't know these options existed, or they just waited too long to use them. Now, you know both. And the buyers who came out of this market intact aren't lucky. They're informed. They moved early and they asked the right questions. That's the difference. If you're sitting on a pre-construction deal today and you're not too sure where you stand, book a discovery call with me through the link in the description below. We can discuss the 5 questions you need to ask your lawyer this week. And if you know of someone in this situation, a friend, a family member, or a colleague, make sure you send them this video, because a wrong decision made out of panic can cost you far more than the market drop itself. I'm Arain, and we'll catch you at the next one.